if you happen to find yourself called out in one of these, and this is an episode where, damn it, the finger is pointed. So if you do this, I am pointing the finger right at you. Then humbly take a minute. Go find your nearest mirror, stare into it, and fuck yourself, because you were one of the 10 worst people on this damn planet. Let's get to it.
Bitch, I got no feelings to go. I swear I had it up to here. I got no ceilings to go. I mean, for real. Fuck how you feel. Fuck it 2 cents if it ain't going towards the beat.
Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, JLW. Thank you for joining me another episode of Stand On Business, episode 50. If I am to be corrected and trusted to release this episode on time and in order. Okay, let's just hop into this.
Number 10.
Number 10 is, to me, the least offensive of all these things for a lot of reasons. But the biggest one is that I don't think this comes from a place of ego. I think it's one of those things that, not everything smells good to all people. So number 10, I'm giving it to people who bring food to work. I get it. It's cheaper to meal prep and to bring to work leftovers. But no matter who you are and what you cook, you put it in the microwave, it's going to create an odor. It's going to create an odor that is only going to smell good to you. Now, it could be because the rest of us aren't hungry. It could be because the rest of us aren't about eating it. It could be that the rest of us know how to properly season our food. But whatever it is, everybody else's food stinks in the workplace. It just does. Unless it came from the cafeteria or from the takeout spot down the street that is putting a bunch of artificial bullshit in it, and that's why it tastes good, but also smells good, because I gotta sell this product of goo that I've made to look like fried chicken. Everybody else is not doing it on purpose, but I can't help but notice when I'm at work and anybody brings food from home and they microwave it and they bring it back and they take the top off the Tupperware and it's just fresh ass. You're gonna be number 10 on just 10 worst people on this planet. Let's move on to number 9.
Number 9.
Now, let me preface this all by saying that these views do not represent me saying that anybody is asking for any crime to be committed against them. I'm just saying have some self-awareness of the world that you live in and the people that are around you. That second part is really important to this group of people, because number 9 goes to the individuals who come out of a store, especially in a major metropolitan area, and stop. Like, for some reason, you couldn't stay your ass inside the store where there's a lobby or there's a walkway or there's that little space, right, where you leave the store and then there's that little empty ass space that nobody stands in. Stand there with you and your 4 or 5 badass kids and decide then where you're going to walk to next. But do not be the people that come out of the store and then walk right outside, 2 steps outside, right? It can't even be right near the door. It's got to be 2 steps right outside the door, and then just stop and then discuss where the hell you're going to eat at. You're going to go eat at Applebee's, Tim. You've always eaten at Applebee's, Tim. Stop asking the kids where they want to eat at. So, number 9 goes to those individuals. I know it's not malicious, but for the love of God, find some self-awareness. Don't run at the park at night where there are no streetlights and no people, and don't be the family that comes outside of the damn store and then stops right in front of the door. There are people that are walking this way and that way, and they would like to pass without running into your ass.
Number 8.
Number 8 is going to go to a group of individuals that I believe are part of and starting to enter the class of individuals who are egotistical, and we're sticking with families, who decide to travel down the sidewalk in major metropolitan areas or big downtown areas, basically where there's a lot of thoroughfare in large groups, but they don't walk 2 by 2 or maybe straight line like you're in the military, or hell, just in a way where other people can walk through them. No, they decide to walk in a horizontal, marching, firing order, World War II style path. So they walk straight forward, but there's 4 or 5 of them, and they take up the entire damn sidewalk. And guess what? They see you approaching. And they don't give a damn, because not a single one of them moves to the left or to the right. Let me tell you, there's a few grandmas that I almost knocked on their damn ass because they decided that they're going to take up the walkway with their grandson, their granddaughter, their sister, their father, the son, the cousin, and their best friend. And not a single one of them had decided to go, I'm going to move out the way so this young man can walk through, or this young woman can walk through, or these kids can walk through. No, we're going to take up the whole sidewalk because we're king and this is our land. I can't stand you fuckers. You are not the only ones on the sidewalk. Other people have to get to where they want to go. Other people have shit to do, and now they got to do the dance where they're like, do I go to the left? Did I go to the right? Do they see me? Hey, or my asshole like me, sometimes I feel like being this guy where I'm not moving, so somebody getting shoulder checked. We playing Red Rover with 82-year-old abuela if she don't move her ass out the way, or at least behind her son or something like that.
Number 7.
Individuals in any place that has aisles that you have to travel down, and you have a cart, and you pull out into the whatever you call the horizontal lanes, the lanes where everybody's traveling left and right instead of going down the aisles, right? But you come out of your aisle and you don't look. You just immediately ram your cart out and you just go. It doesn't matter if somebody's traveling this way, right? Just little old lady going slowly with the produce, checking each out and make sure there's not something she wants. And oh my God, grandma almost died. Peek your head out just like you would do in traffic, right? What were you taught when you were a kid? You look it on the road, you look right, then you look left. No, you've decided that as a grown-ass man or woman, you're ready to live life recklessly, and everybody else is playing Russian roulette with you. You want to be hit. It's like you didn't play football, or you played football and you got too addicted to the licks, because that's the only mindset I can imagine that would go down an aisle and think that it doesn't matter if I look left or right if somebody else is coming. There could possibly be nobody else in this world, right? There couldn't possibly be anybody else in this world. It is just me in my little aisle, and I've decided to leave, and I don't care what happens when I leave here. And then you get, how is it that happens? And when somebody does bump into your ass, you get the look of indignation. How do you go and ram your ass out in the aisle without looking left or right and then go, and then it's super simple. I swear to God, your 3-year-old got it. They've got it down. So all you got to do when in doubt, look down at your child, your smart, brilliant child. Don't steer them wrong. Look to them for guidance. And when they get to the end of a section and it's time to walk out into that section, look right and then look left. Hell, do it one more time just to be sure. Better safe than sorry. Once more right, then left, then pull your card out. Number 6 are individuals who do something that in circumstances I can understand. If you're an older individual, I can understand because you're scared. In younger individuals, I can understand because you're scared. However, everybody else who don't fall in that category, evil-assery, dumbassery. And this is when we are traveling in vehicles on the road. Now, I get what they say. It is super dangerous, super dangerous to drive cars. We do one of the most dangerous things in the world each and every day. Instead of worrying about planes, which I think the rates have gone up now because just planes can't stay in the sky, but that's a different conversation. But it's statistically more likely for you to die a painful, horrible, agonizing death with blood running down your eyes and your nose in traffic on the freeway than it is on a plane. So number 6 goes to individuals who make that so much more likely to occur, because when they pull out in front of you, they slow the fuck down.
What are you doing?
Why would you see me at a good rate of speed, or hell, maybe I'm doing something illegal, a fast rate of speed, decide that this is the perfect time for you to come over and then hit the brakes? How does that make sense? How is it that you look in your rear view, see a car that is clearly moving faster than you, and decide that at this moment right now, I should get in front of them? Not only that, I should stamp on the brakes, and we should all go my speed of 25 below the speed limit. You individuals, oh my God, like I said, if there's the rings of hell that we're talking about, y'all are close. Y'all are close to the burning lake. God, y'all are so damn close. I'm only giving you some leeway. You're only getting number 6 because, like I said, there are the young individuals that are scared. Stop pulling in front of people that are traveling faster than you and slowing the F down. You are doing nothing but risking me getting out the car and beating your ass.
This is number 5. Oh yeah.
Number 5 is going back into traffic. So we have the individuals that like to see cars coming and want to pull in front of them, right? That was number 6. But their big brother, the ones that are in the pit, the ones that are playing with fire, the ones who said, is that a smolder? That's number 5. You're the individuals who travel slow in the left lane. I'm going to tell you why number 5 is worse than number 6. I told you there are outliers with number 6, right? There are two groups that kind of save that one. Number 5, y'all are terrible because y'all are just rule breakers, right? The rule is, and I don't care if it was written down in paper, it's written down in every man and woman that at least drives in America, in this country, that the left lane is the fast lane or the passing lane. The only two jobs that it has is to help you go fast or to help you pass. It is not your cruise control lane. That means when you were in the left lane, you did not sit behind your car, roll down your shades, and start listening to, I don't know, I name an old ass art. I can't even speak right now because you assholes make me so mad. Look behind you. If there's more than one car behind you in the left lane, that is what? Say it with me. The passing lane or the fast lane. Then you need to move. You clearly are not going as fast enough or doing the necessary thing that we were asking you to do, which is pass the vehicle to the right of you, which is something else that we got to add to this, right? There's an addendum to this because individuals who are in the left lane, knowing that is a pass or the fast lane, who pull up alongside a car to the right of you, which means now y'all are doing the same speed, and it's always down a 2-lane road. Always down a 2-lane road. Y'all are doing the same speed the whole way down the road. What sense does this make? You two individuals might have a special case for being number 1. Because what is this? The ones in the left, though, you individual, you are special place in the ring of fucking fire. So if you're in the left lane, say it with me. You're either going fast or what? Passing. Otherwise, you're an asshole.
Number 4, y'all suck too.
Counting the rings of hell, you're basically hanging out with the devil at this point, right? Well, okay, no, that's the top 3. But number 4, like, he's throwing you a softball. You're catching. It's probably like a spike softball with a bunch of dildos attached to it. So every time it hits you, it's just this wet, gooey thing that you can't identify, and you got to catch it with your mouth. But that thing is getting thrown at you, right? So you're there, number 4. Just know you're not out there in the fringes. You're right there playing with that dildo spike ball that's coming at you. Number 4, cash registers are looking at the person at the cash register, and they've bought a big load of groceries, not to the apocalypse level, but to the level where like they plan on cooking for the next week and not coming back here. And they've decided that this is the perfect time to ask the cashier. I don't know why I was pausing cash and sheer like that, like it was gonna be some important point, but cashier, how much is that item? No, put that one back. How much is that item? No, put that one back. Number 4 is go to the individuals who's brought a basket of goods and decided that the cashier is the perfect person to check price and decide if you want the item or not. When you put the item in your bag, you made a solemn pact with the store, or more importantly, the people in line behind you. And that pact was, if I get to the cash register, I am not going to ask the cashier what every item cost and then ask them to put it back right then and there. Why is it that you've decided that now is the perfect time to price check? You can go push a button, or you can find somebody in the red vest. It used to be the red vest. I don't know what kind of store you're in, whatever store you're shopping, and you find the person that works there, and you ask them, hey, there's no sticker tag on here. What is the price? You do not stand in line for 10 minutes with me right behind you, knowing I'm ready to go. I got 2 items. I'm in and I'm out. I'm going up. Boom, boom. You want a bag? Yes. Swipe out. You're not going to have to wait for me. 30 seconds is the most I need. You have waited with me in this 10-minute line as we watched everybody take at least 3 minutes to unpack what they are. It's got to be bunker preparation food because y'all are getting a lot for a damn grocery store on a Wednesday. But the point is, you've waited with me. You know I'm stressed out and I'm ready to leave this situation, and then go up there and pull out your bag of M&Ms and say, how much is them M&Ms? Oh, no, put that back. You do not go back in there and pull out the apple juice and go, how much is that apple juice? Oh, no. You do not go back in there and ask, how much are these Funyuns? The Funyuns say it on the bag. I bought Funyuns. So number 4, this is why you're getting the dildo ball to the face.
Y'all fuckers are nasty, number 3.
Number 3, what makes y'all so bad is that it shows that y'all just have a lack of general hygiene, that you just, at home, you don't want to eat the food that this person makes because their kitchen is full of roaches. They use forks that still got last week's food on them. There's nothing clean about these individuals that are in group number 3. And they display that by doing one thing. And that thing is when we are in the bathroom. And I'm talking about the stalls. I'm talking about really going to the bathroom. I'm not talking about anything cute. I'm not talking about that to go wash your hands, blow your nose. I'm not talking about taking a little tinkle. I'm talking about taking a shit. When y'all are in the stalls and you're taking a shit, the individual that comes in, and they always come in after you. I don't know why they're never always there first. They come in after you, find a stall, and then decide to play the butt trombone for everybody to hear. I'm talking about the ones who blow it up, but blow it up with aggression. Blow it up with intention. Go in there, pull out a magazine, and say, I'm going to let the world know that I ate some shit last night that I shouldn't have eaten. I got hot Cheetos flying out my ass. Every breath is followed by some gas. And it's not quiet or cute gas. It's loud, thunderous applause gas. They are squinching their butt cheeks together to dive into the bowl to get the ecosystem, the surround sound of that ceramic, so it can be amplified and hit your ears as you were just trying to shit and go. It makes no sense why I've got a choir humming along to me shitting. I don't need them and the boys to play me a song. And yet that's what you're doing with your ass. You're playing Whiplash over there. It never made sense to me why, if you knew that you was going to bubble gut blow it up, you wouldn't grab at least one ass cheek, pull it to the side, do what the females do. And I learned this from females. Females taught me, they put me on game because I would ask females all the time, yo, we hang out a lot. I've never heard you fart. It's weird to me. Do you just not fart? And they'd be like, oh, well, I'll go find a time to be out in the balcony, let one rip. Or you'll leave the room and I'll time it perfectly. Or here's the real key. They spread their butt cheeks though. This is how you don't hear it. They spread their butt cheeks. And if they spread their butt cheeks the right way, apparently they can pass gas and you'll never hear it. Never hear it. Pay attention the next time. Just watch your girl for 8 hours. Tell her we're going to have a day in, baby. Don't go nowhere. The bathroom, I got a bottle right here and just watch her. At some point, she gonna lean left or lean right. She gonna put them hands under them ass cheeks and she gonna spread them. And you'll have no idea. You might smell something, but you ain't gonna hear it. Plausible deniability. You have no consideration for other people that are in the bathroom. People is just trying to get in and get out and not think about what it is that they have to do. We all humans. We all adults. That's fine. I'm not mad about that. But you have no reason to go in there and be like that. That's like having no home training. You represent your family right there. The Smiths, the Bakers, the Levitts, whatever. That's what you represent when you go in them stalls. So act accordingly. Act like your mama taught you how to spread some butt cheeks. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not putting pause on it. That's exactly what it is. Act like your mama taught you how to spread some butt cheeks and stop blowing up the toilet so everybody can hear it. On top of that, and this is going to make it even worse for me, if I'm in a stall and I done picked a stall that's got 2 other stalls this way, they both empty, do not be the one that skips stall number 1 to go into stall number 2 and sit beside me. Do not be that motherfucking guy, because there's nothing worse than you skipping the first empty stall, come to sit beside me as I'm doing my damn thing, and then want to play butt trombone. It makes no sense. I'm being nice, I'm flushing every time, so you ain't gotta hear, you ain't gotta smell, y'all gonna blow it, and then y'all don't even flush. What is that? You got all this ish that was in your intestines coming out immediately, just flowing through you like Marlon Wayans and White Chicks, and you not gonna flush that ish? You just gonna let us all sit in here and bask in it? That's how I know you nasty, because you enjoy that smell. You was the kid in school that was like, you ever smell your own farts and think it smells good? You was that weirdo. That's how I know your home is nasty. That's how I know you got roaches. That's how I know you got rats. That's how I know you only wash every other day. This is how I know you only get the crust out your eyes when somebody says something. You're disgusting.
And number 2, from the world to you, go fuck yourself.
Before I get to number 2, I also want to say, after I was, listening to what I just said for number 3, let me be very clear. These 10 worst groups, these evilasseries and dumbasseries, it's not gender exclusive. I've heard some stories from the women's side of bathrooms too. In fact, I've heard some horrific stories. In fact, 9 times out of 10, I like saying that 9 times out of 10 because it just sticks with you, right? You say that and somebody goes like,
Oh, really? 9 times out of 10? That's 90%. That seems like a lot. I should pay attention.
9 times out of 10, it feels like when I ask women what goes on in the women's bathroom, they are always the ones that say it is horrendous in there. It is a war zone in there. I've never heard somebody from the female perspective describe the women's bathroom as like a pleasant place. It's not the place with perfume smells and lilies and all that. No, it's women in there blowing the toilets up too, right? Number 2, I've had this thought about y'all since I was a kid. That's how y'all know y'all are bad, right? An innocent kid in the world who don't know the difference between right and wrong, who doesn't know that I shouldn't pick up that steak or put my hand on that stove, or that when dad says something twice, an ass whooping is following after that second warning, right? I know nothing, but I do know that number 2, y'all are some of the worst people in this damn world. What is number 2? I'm going back to the grocery store. And it's important that I go to the grocery store because the grocery store is a nice little mini ecosystem, right? You can drive in the grocery store with your carts. You can interact with people from your neighborhood in the grocery store. You buy produce, you exchange currencies, goods, you barter, whatever. There's a lot going on at a grocery store. Something that I found fascinating going on at grocery stores were individuals who decided that the world should bend the knee to them. Everything they do deserves their own personal butler. What does that mean? It means individuals who take their cart outside, unload the carts, and then leave the carts. You offers have the devil's balls and that phallic thing in your mouth. You are some of the absolute worst people. Look, you're number 2 on the list. You are in the inner circle of hell because it's not just about you, right? This is not just about an ego. This is not just about a lack of self-awareness. This is about people who are literally at one of the shittiest jobs in the world, right? This is one of the jobs that couldn't be outsourced. Otherwise, it would be in Taiwan right now. This job is minimal paying. It's brutal. You're either cold or you're hot. You get no thanks. You get no tips. I'm talking about the individuals that got to go out there and collect these damn carts, and your ass can't even be bothered enough to put the cart back where they've already established, hey, dumbasses, put the carts right here to make it a little bit easier for people who don't even want to be here, right? Make it just a little bit nicer on their damn day. You don't got to say thank you to them. You ain't even got to acknowledge them like you don't acknowledge a homeless person. Just put your cart back where it belongs, but not y'all. Y'all get finished with your shit and then get back in your car and drive off. Then, to make matters even worse, that was already pretty bad what I just said, you decide to leave your carts in a V shape. It's like you find other carts and you're like, I'm going to make Legos today. I think that's your intellectual level. You want to play with Legos with the carts because then you take a cart that you see right there and you grab your cart and you're like, I'm going to put it right here. So now people can't even park. This whole section been blocked off. My point being, be thoughtful enough, kind enough to your fellow person to just put the damn carts. It just shows a level of decency. Again, with the home training, right? Like, have respect in who you are as an adult and be like, if I took it out here, the least I can do is put it back in a respectable place that y'all are asking me to put it back, right? Find your nearest destination for your cart and just put it back. It's so simple. And the fact that you don't, you get this stank about you. You don't even know it. You're numb to your own smell. You stink. You walk around with a stink.
All together now. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Number 1.
I'm not gonna lie, I think number 1 is gonna piss some of y'all off because you're gonna be like, really? That's it? That's the number 1? Even when it doesn't affect a mass amount of people? It's not about affecting a mass amount of people. It's that the universality. I've worked out in a lot of places, and we're going to the gym for number 1. I worked out in a lot of places. I've worked out in Europe. I've worked out in the Middle East. I've worked out in America. I've worked in the South. I've worked out in the North. This is a universal hated concept. So the fact that you're still doing this thing means that you actively hate people because people are telling you, hey, do this thing. There are signs posted, please do this thing. And you choose the middle finger each and every person. For those who don't spend time in the gym, this one isn't going to seem that important to you, but hopefully you can get the sentiment behind it. And if not, then number 2 can be your number 1, or you can make your own list. I would love to hear it. In fact, do that. Drop that in the comment sections below. Let's see what your lists are like. But number 1 goes out to the people to me who do not re-rack your weights. That's it. Number 1 on the list. That's right. The worst people in the absolute world goes to people who do not re-rack their weights. Again, if you've never been to the gym, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. But for those who've even spent a day in the gym, you'll understand that there are limited, finite, there's not unlimited, there is not exponential, there are a set number of dumbbells or weights in a gym. You know what that means? That means that if that's gone, I can't replace it. I have to wait for you to finish with it. When you walk into a gym and there are no weights available, and I'm not talking about because somebody's using it, I'm talking about the dumbbell rack has no weights seated anywhere because somebody decided to take the 25s over to the stretching area, and once they finished their workout, they left the dumbbells there and left because somebody decided that by the squat rack, I also want to do some overhead press. So I'm going to take the 45s over to the squat rack, and I'm going to do that, and then when I'm finished with that, I'm going to leave. Who take the weights and just disperse them everywhere and then leave them. 2 days ago, I was in the damn gym, and over where you do your dips and your pull-ups machine, somebody had taken one of the barbells. It was like a 25 barbell and like hid it. It looked like it was hidden behind the rack. It was over in a dark corner, basically asking to sell me secrets. It had a trench coat on. Like, it didn't make no sense why the fuck it was over there and who was going to go find that. The reason you individuals are the absolute scum, I mean the bottom of the shoe nasty of individuals, I mean finding the gum underneath the seat but accidentally so, like where you were just kind of stretching and then something touched something and you was like, oh, and then you went back and then you fingered it a little bit because it felt kind of good and then you pulled it up and it was a sticky wad of gum. That's what y'all are. Y'all are that sticky wad of gum, and then you're probably the person that eats it too. So have that dual nasty combo. You eat it and you play with it. Anyway, little freaky ass. The point is, individuals who do that have no respect for the workers, which I told you I'm really big on individuals in jobs that may not be the greatest jobs that are still doing, because one of the things I'm noticing is that lack of respect and professional courtesyism is dying. And I think that's because a lot of people are treated like shit in these menial jobs. Why would I be serving you with the smile if every time I serve you, you kick me in my back, right? So I have special appreciation for these individuals that do those jobs because nobody wants to fucking do them. but you're going to make their job 10 times harder because you decided that I'm going to go up there, use the weight, and then I'm just going to leave it anywhere. Now they got to go find a weight because you can't be an adult enough. You can't, for 1 second, put on some big boy panties, walk your ass back to the to the weight rack, and put your weights back. You picked it up. Take it back. It's that, like, it's not something you forget. You don't pretend like you just like, oh, I worked out so damn hard. Oh shit, I forgot I had weights too. And I know some of y'all just be picking up weights that y'all shouldn't be picking up. You're picking up the 75s and you know your ass need to be over there with the 25s. That weight is not for you. But you lumber your ass over to a section with the 75s, working out with them, doing your squats or because you're not curling them. I know you're not curling them. And then you're like, oof, that walk back is kind of far. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do this one. And then you leave. You're lazy. Right? So it's not even just a lack of respect for the establishment and the people that are doing this job. There's also lack of respect for your family again, because who is raised in a family that when you're done playing with your toys, you just leave them out and your mama comes and actually some of y'all are raised this way, but your mom comes and picks them up and put them in the toy box for you. It's like a lack of principle. You look bad, which is why you are the absolute worst of the individuals. At this point, I think you can guess what the devil is doing to you. If I have to draw it out, I will. But just know it's painful. And surprise, the devil has a twin brother. You didn't hear about him. His name is John. Devil's at your back, John's at your front. Big John, too. Been in the pen a few times. Likes the pen. Actually decided to come back to the pen the third time because he was like, I just like it better in there. There's just it's like a better Tinder. All right, there you go. There are the 10 worst groups of people in the absolute world. Hopefully you didn't hear your name called. I think we have a pretty good community where I don't think any of y'all would fall into the 10 groups that I just listed. But if I'm wrong, fix yourself. It's real simple. We're going to take them Pampers off. We're going to get you some adult boxers, not fully grown up ones because it's a little late in life for you to be learning these lessons, but we're going to get you some colorful ones from Walmart, Target. Not Target. We don't go to Target right now. Walmart, and we're going to put them on you and we're going to fix one of those situations. Now, if it's the bottom 5, you're on the fringe. You're fucking up, but you're not the worst of the worst, right? You know what I'm saying? There's still time for you. But if you're top 5 and especially top 3, I don't even have a good joke. I hate you. I don't even have a joke. I hate you. That's it. What's your host, GLW? Remember, stand for something or fall for anything.